So basically the rule is this. You start your timer at precisely the very first character loading screen hitting the 100%, the progress bar loading, right before the announcer says fight. Okay, that's when you set your timer. And then throughout the first 24 matches, you can hit, the X as fast as you can, so you don't need to, wait for the loading to count the number of coins that you got. But on the very last round, the timer has to stop when you allow the coins to go through, and then you see the final count of your coins, your heart, and your soul. And then when you see the continue button pop up, that's when you hit the stopwatch. Okay, that's how we're gonna do it. So without further ado, let's do it. So all this whole time you select your character, don't count. So and then you pick your very easy, don't count. And then you start, you get ready to set your timer. Now, okay, here's the timer. So we start the timer now. So a side challenge would be how much money you can farm, right? Along the way, but let's just stick to something basic. How fast you can go through the round. So you'll notice something if you are a Mortal Kombat 11 player, that what you just saw in that very first round. I don't know if you noticed that something is very unique about Katana. I'll let you figure out. 541 damage on a single. Okay. For you to beat me on the speed, I'm setting out a challenge to everybody in the world. World record. Okay, world record is what I'm going for. The fastest Guinness Book of World Record to finish 25 Survivor Tower. Now my previous, best times around 16 minutes and 30 seconds. And you want to minimize fatality, minimize friendship, kind of that stupid, crappy, yeah. Oh, crap. So this fatality will, delay things a bit, but you can't help it, so that's why it's a challenge. But if you do everything else fast and you get once in a while fatality, oh well, it's part of the game. And so what you can do is you can do a bunch of 25 tries and find the one maybe that really have no fatality. And you can submit that as a competition, record. But I'm counting on that if you do a bunch of fast flawless, that, you will have minimized. Because you may have lingering hits that may pop. Because usually you don't get to fatality someone when you throw the extra hit. So that's the thing, you have to play with the AI. And she just killed that guy, whoever that is, I forgot even who. Like, what, 5 seconds? That's pretty good, right? So, in order to be competitive to win this challenge, world record challenge, you have to spend maybe 70% of your time loading between characters. And you need to have minimized fatality, minimized friendship. So initially I wasn't really going for speed. Who cares about speed, right? Nobody cares. You don't get any reward for speed. But I thought the speed would be just something cool to put out there, because speed is something people can understand, right? Initially, I was really trying to perfect flawless. That was my goal, to farm. And that certainly can be a part of the equation of the competition. But I thought speed is something that may be fun. People might, say, okay, I may not get flawless victory, but I can certainly kill the opponent really fast. But I think overall, the reason people farm is because of like, economy, in-game economy, in-game currency, right? So yes, definitely goes hand in hand. If you get a bunch of flawless like what you just saw, I think we just fought 6 or 7 opponents, and only one did not get flawless. Just imagine the kind of currency you can get, and at the speed you can get them. So not only the amount of money you can get, but the speed in which you can get them. Okay? So, and the reason I want to keep everything I'm showing you low profile right now is I don't want, things to change until I, amass a lot of wealth. So, and if you, maybe the person watching and you find that this is something you could do on your own, or seek help from me, then you might be the very few early birds that found some kind of treasure or some kind of secret. But that's what I like. I like to be extremely, put out extreme good content, good value, but undiscovered at first. But then eventually it's going to go viral. But let's just keep it low profile for now. I mean, because who cares about Mortal Kombat 11, right? I mean, it's just a little fighting game, and who cares about in-game currency, right? It's just the kind of skin that you can get, and to equip one character or 2 characters, and you want to get all the skins. Yeah, it's kind of expensive. You have to really work at it, right? But imagine you're the kind of person, because for me, I like Katana, so I've been focusing on her, got all her skins. But because I also like Shao Kahn, I like the way Shao Kahn pound a hammer into people's head. It just feels so thrilling to play Shao Kahn, bang the hammer. And so I would love to get all the costumes, the skins for Shao Kahn, and getting those best looking hammer. I like those hammer that glows. In fact, I like all character that has glowy weapons. And the weapon can change color, depends on the skin. Such a beautiful design that Netherrealm did. So I'm fairly new to this Mortal Kombat series. I know Mortal Kombat 1, Mortal Kombat 2, and Mortal Kombat 3, but that's it. From Mortal Kombat 4 to Mortal Kombat 10, I'm completely out. And so I purchased PlayStation 4 Slim from Walmart on June the 12th, 2020. So I only own it for maybe a month or so. And same with Mortal Kombat 11. I purchased the Mortal Kombat 11 on the same day I purchased the PlayStation, because I bought the PlayStation just to play this one game. And the one character I really do care about and to want to play and master is Katana. That's it. And of course now I know Katana is a low tier player character in the beginning, but I think over time, as I started reading through the Reddit forum, I realized that at some point, like March of 2020, that she finally got a buff that everybody's been asking for after almost a year, right? So she's pretty nerfed, and so, but I don't feel like she's powerful. All her combos, like the built-in combo is like less than 30%, or just barely over 30%, like 310 damage. After doing some strings of combos. So people still feel like she's weak. She doesn't hit out those 40 plus percent combos. She only does 30% low 30% on average. So Katana is considered weak. So for you to see her, popping out these 562. Did you just see that? 562.70. Okay, so it's a journey, right? It's a journey of how I look at Katana being the weak, being the low tier, difficult to master, doesn't put out a lot of output, can be interrupted in her moves, to me studying the frames, understanding, what I can do. Of course, I played, low tier player, and even low tier player, they can mash that, like Scorpion, one punch, and they can button mash, and you can do anything. You literally have to back away, jump away, block or do something because they can keep mashing, you know, 1, and there's nothing you can do unless you're a professional, where there's the Elder God level, you know, combat lead, #1 player, and he shares his secrets on how to frame buffer before you flawlessly block. I mean, seriously, the kind of things that he talked about on how to overcome the button smasher to have a frame advantage. How do you take a frame advantage away from people? I mean, we're talking about split-second timing here, so, but it can be done. It can be done. And Netherrealm has made an update to the game engine that allows you to buffer a move after you release block. So you start buffering the move that you want, and you hit block. And during the entire time you're blocking, you can buffer, you know, the combo or the counter, and you can let go of the block, and then the thing will come out faster. Let's just say the startup of a move is like 17 frames. Something really slow, right? And you can buffer that 17 frame in advance, and then you can block. Because I think button mashers, they keep doing the same thing over and over, right? So you know that they're going to keep hitting the same button over and over. So you don't need to react to it. You just need to find the window in between the button mashers to start buffering your moves. And I've seen it on online. He demonstrated that. So let's just say Shao Kahn has a down 4, right? Shao Kahn down 4 has a frame advantage. Like the gaming underdog, he shows Shao Kahn. He keeps saying, like, he's demonstrating. Did you just see 631? How the heck did he shoot this? We need to go back and check that out. 631 damage. Okay. So down 4 Shao Kahn has a frame advantage move. So gaming underdog guy says respect the, you know, you're not respecting my frame advantage. You're not respecting, and he really did punish people on a down 4, right? Now what this guy showed, it showed exactly he was lapping, so he put Shao Kahn on down 4 repeat and do his little jump combo on down kick. And he was able to show you how he can frame buffer and punish Shao Kahn, even though Shao Kahn has a frame advantage. So, with that being said, I'm extremely motivated to practice flawless block, and then understanding how to do frame buffer. Okay, now once you're able to master that, then you can really beat a lot of players on Kombat League. And I think a lot of these high-ranking Kombat League players, you know, they need to get to a certain level in which they can do flawless block and counter, flawless block punish, pretty much on a consistent level, right? That's the first kind of like advanced basic that you need to have. After you can do advanced basic of flawlessly block and punish on a more consistent level, I think you could play around and manipulate around that, you know, frame buffer. You can buffer moves in advance. And it's a very interesting thing to do, right? So that's what I'm eventually going to do. And so you may ask, hey John, you have millions and millions of coins, you have all these souls and heart, what are you going to do with it? Well, I want to, you know, go to crypt and replenish, like, you know, these few hundred chests and get a bunch of augments, skins, because eventually I want to play more than just Katana, right? I want to play Shao Kahn for sure, maybe Liu Kang, because I think Liu Kang is a pretty cool character, and he can do a lot of combos. But Liu Kang is really probably not even my third. You know, my second would be maybe okay. Don't laugh, because Devora is on a low, you know, considered like a low tier character. And the reason I'm thinking Devora to be my second character, just like Katana, because Katana is considered a weak character. Nobody really play her. She's weak, right? Her combos doesn't do a lot of damage. And I'll tell you this, in Mortal Kombat 11, any Katana mains, okay? Most Katana mains are people who just like Katana, and they knew Katana from many series ago. They just like me. I just like Katana. And the reason I pick up this game, play her from the very beginning, because I have a biased opinion of Katana. I like her no matter what. So a lot of Katana mains are people who play her in respect of in spite of her weakness. Okay, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. So Katana is not like a first, noob character to pick up if you really want to try to win as many games as possible at a low level. Katana is really not the character to pick to play at a low level. So that's my character. I don't want to do what everybody's doing. So I pick Katana because I think she's pretty. A cool girl fighting and winning battles, being the underdog is a good feeling. So I pick her no matter what. Second, I picked Devorah's because she has a very unique fighting style that's not non-human. Kind of like Alien in Mortal Kombat 10. Alien in Mortal Kombat 10, yes. When Sonic Fox beat the challenger, what's his name? It's not Ninja Killer, but the guy from the Middle East. Yeah, is it in Arab world? Forgot the name of the country. But yeah, so he almost got Sonic Fox to sweat and threw his hat, right? And it was one of the most dramatic moments in Evo history. And he was glancing over and he's smirking because he's causing Sonic Fox to sweat and really try to roll up his sleeve for the first time, right? So then Sonic Fox brought out this alien character. So I just think that so do I get flawless? Yes. So you get flawless when you kill the opponent and then the projectiles fly in the air and hit you. That's still okay. Okay, so we have to kind of stop after Jax. So Jax, I think, is the last. Okay, so Jax is the last one. So okay, so here's the timer. Stopwatch. So I have a couple seconds. So the last one, you don't hit the X. You allow it to go through, and then as soon as you see the continue, there you go. You stop. Okay. So exactly 16 minutes and 2 seconds.